Alright, so I got the numbers for the week. I ran 4 loads. First one was our shortest load that we can run. It goes to Alcorn, Wisconsin, paid $420. Then I did one to Fox Valley, Wisconsin, paid $670. Did one to Sheboygan, paid $570. And then I did one today to Slinger, Wisconsin, paid $500. So the total gross was $2160. And the way I do my miles is I just take the total gross pay, and that's how many miles it is. So 2,160 miles. As far as the hours go, it was not quite 40 hours. 38 is what I came up with. So I stopped today was a little bit longer because I stopped to have lunch with my family, but I kept that in there. So 38 hours, 2,160 is my gross. I had $468.32 in fuel. That one's a little bit tricky because Thursday and Friday I did a training class up in Milwaukee, well, west of Milwaukee. So I ran like an extra 400 miles this week that I burned up fuel. So I'm counting that. I filled up on Friday, so call it a half a tank of fuel that technically wasn't for RV transport, but I still added in there $468.32. I had $179 in tolls. Again, some of those tolls would have been for that class, and I think my wife even had some running around. She did, so some of those tolls probably factored in there as well. But 179 is what I'm adding up. $100 for maintenance, $30 for insurance. So I didn't add up what my total expenses were because I just took them off the total, but I went from 2,160 for my gross to my net down to 1,382.68. So I'm taking home 1,382.68. 4 days worth of work, roughly 38 hours. Like I said, the expenses were a little bit inflated with tolls and fuel because of my training course, and then tolls coming out for that, fuel coming out for that, and then my wife running on the tollway a little bit. So technically you could probably say there's another $100 or so close to it that should be added back on, but I'm just gonna go with that 1,382.68. As far as I take the $100 out for maintenance. As far as additional expenses, like last time I had to take out for the 7-pin connector and the new battery, I didn't have any additional expenses I had to pay for. I guess you could say part of my running around on Friday, I had to run back and get my license plate that I forgot. Technically that is RV transport though, because it's my RV transport license plate. I had to go out of my way to go get it from the dealership so that I would have it. So there was added miles, expense, fuel, all that due to not having or having to go back and get that plate. So, but overall, not a awesome week. I did hit my goal of grossing over 2,000, but the net wasn't great. I did have fairly high expenses between fuel and tollways. I was gonna skip out on tolls today, but the issue that I ran into was I was gonna go through the Chicago bypass where you don't have to hit the tolls, but as I was getting closer, my time adjusted and it added like another 15 to 20 minutes because it said unusually heavy traffic. So I didn't want to be pulling a trailer even though it was small through the Chicago bypass area during traffic. I've done that. It's not fun. So I chose to just jump on the toll, save that 15-20 minutes, and I think I probably paid like an additional 25 in tolls. But last time I did that, it didn't end up being 15-20. It added like 45 minutes going that way. Even though it said it wasn't going to, I got stuck in like dead stop traffic. So I just chose to not put myself in that situation. Although I ended up with another issue, which was they had 294 shut down because there was a vehicle on fire and showed all 4 lanes closed off. So I ended up having to get on, like, I think it was 88, go west to Route 83, take some side roads, come back. So I ended up adding that 15 minutes on anyways because of that. So I probably could have just went through Chicago and it would have been the same. But you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't have known that was going to happen. So spent a little bit extra on the tolls today. I am going to stop, even though I have just under now a quarter tank of fuel. I am going to top off my truck because fuel is cheaper in Wisconsin. So once I get into southern Wisconsin, I got my normal fuel stop. I plan on stopping there, topping off before heading back into Illinois, because otherwise I'm going to have to fill up for like $3.30 or $3.25 a gallon. Probably going to be able to get it for like $2.80 here in Wisconsin. So might as well save that, you know, roughly 50 cents a gallon, get it filled. I don't know what my loads are for the week yet, but I'm sure I'll have stuff to run. So that's it for this video. That's the numbers for this week. Let me know what you think. You know, if you think taking home $13.82 for 4 days worth of work is pretty decent, let me know. If you think it's trash, let me know that as well. You know, I like to respond to comments, so I'll take a look. I'll try to keep an eye out for the comments. If you'd like to see videos like this, you want to learn more about RV transport, then subscribe to the channel. But that's it for this video.